Hello everyone. In this video, I'm about to give you a piece of information that I consider very important when it comes to learning equations. Let's start with the definition. Equation is an equality of two expressions. And let me give you an example. Like 2 plus 4 is an expression that is equals to 3 times 2. You see, is an equality of two expressions. Both expressions give me 6 and 6, and it's an equality. Okay, the moment I take, let's say, a number added by 5 that gives me 7, that's another expression. I need to find the value of x that satisfies the expression. And the question is, because another definition of equation is an equation is a question. So what is the value of x? In this case, it's 2, because if I take 2 plus 5, it gives me 7. Okay, let's say x minus 7 gives me 4. So what number minus 7 gives me 4? That number is 11. If you take 11 and take away 7, it gives you 4. Okay, now if you see something like this, like 4x equals 20, that's a multiplication. It means 4 times a number that gives me 20. 4 times a number that gives me 20. So what number multiplied by 4? If you know the multiplication facts, that number is 5. Okay, let's see now. Let me give you a division problem. Okay, so now give me a number divided by 3 that is equals to 10. Okay, that number is 30. If you take 30 and divide it by 3, it gives me 10. Okay, but now I'm going to explain the reason why, or maybe the reasoning behind it, how you get to the answer, because these ones are very simple equations. Okay, let's say, like in real life, we have inverse operations. Addition, the addition has subtraction. They are inverse of each other. And the same way, likewise, multiplication and division, they are inverse operations of each other. Okay, so now in the first example, x plus 5, that gives me 7. The proper way to do it, like the process, it's whatever I do on the right, I do it on the left. Okay, and it's kind of like a balance. You take a balance, whatever amount of pounds you give to one side, you have to put it on the other one. It's the same, right? And because in this one I'm adding the variable, I had to do the opposite operation of addition, which is subtraction. And whatever I do on the left, I had to repeat it on the right. So now I cancel out 5 minus 5. I cancel out because it gives me 0. In algebra, we cancel out when it gives me like either 0 or 1. Okay, you will see that in the later example, y is 1. Now 7 minus 5, I'm sorry, supposed to be minus 5. It's the same number. And then 7 minus 5, it gives me 2. You see, x equals 2. Now I'm subtracting the variable. I had to do the operation of subtraction, which is addition, and then plus 7 plus 7. I had to do the same thing, right, on both sides. I cancel out these because negative 7 plus 7, that gives 0, right? And then I bring down the x, and 4 plus 7, that gives me 11, right? If you do the check, which it's not mandatory to do it unless you are required by a teacher, but if you take 11 minus 7 equals 4, it gives me 4. You see, that's an equality of two expressions. 11 minus 7 is the same as 4. Okay, now let me go to multiplication. You see, 4 times a number multiplies at 20. Okay, now if you think of multiplication, what is the inverse operation of multiplication? That's addition, right? Addition. So, I'm sorry, division, my bad. I'm going to be dividing by the same number of the variable, the coefficient. This number 4 is called coefficient. Okay, and then by 4, remember that I had to repeat whatever I do on the left, I had to do it on the right. So now I divide 4 over 4, and that gives me 1. in algebra, we don't mark the coefficient 1, okay? I'm going to erase that. As soon as I have an x, that means 1x, okay? It could represent anything. It could represent any item, like one apple, one car, whatever, okay? So now dividing 20 over 4, and it gives me 5, you see? Okay, now let's do the final example. These are very, very easy. These are what is called one-step equations, okay? It's just one step and then you solve the equation. But I consider this is very important this is a great approach to equations. Okay, now I'm dividing the variable. So the inverse operation of division is multiplication. So I have to multiply this term and also this term, okay? If I multiply on the right, 10 times 3 gives me 30. And then if I multiply, I just cancel out, okay? I didn't cancel out, I'm sorry. Okay, and now I bring down the x, and now x equals 30. You see, on this part, the canceling out was a 0 because it gave me 0. And on this part, the canceling out is because it gave me 1. So we cancel out in algebra when it gives you either 0 or 1, okay? I hope you understood this great introduction to equations, because it's gonna make a difference in your understandings of mathematicals and algebra. Okay, so see you in the next one.